Hi, this is Phil Coney with you again, and I'd like to welcome you now to part two of the Own Your Life Forever business overview. This is some information that's going to help you to develop a successful business under the umbrella of Global Resources Team International, which is one of the main marketing arms with Forever Living products in the UK. But we also operate in over 40 countries around the world, building an international business, which we'd like you to be a part of. Now, this part of the presentation is subtitled "Give us the want to, and we'll give you the how to." Now, what that means is that we are in a position to be able to provide you with a business plan to suit your requirements, your dreams, and your goals. So if you decide to come on board, what we'll do is we'll talk about that. We'll find out what it is you want, where you'd like to see yourself in 2 to 5 years from now. And, you give us the want to succeed, and we will give you the business plan and the support to guarantee that success, providing you are focused on achieving that success. So this presentation is all about showing you how that can happen and helping you to understand how it all works together. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how we move the products direct to the consumer. We don't sell any of our products through shops in the high street. We're going to show you how we actually market the products direct to the end user, the consumer. We're going to show you how the business is structured. Go through the nuts and bolts so that you can understand, therefore be in a position to make a decision based on knowledge as opposed to maybe something that you don't quite understand. We're also going to show you how you can benefit from the 4 areas of income that make up the above average package. We're going to explain each of those 4 areas of income individually, so again you fully understand. And most importantly, we're going to show you how you can get off to a fast start in this business. Now, there is an investment. You do need to invest in your future. When we started back in 1995, we invested in one of these new distributor packs. It was the best investment we ever made, and by using that pack, within 15 months we'd created a 6-figure income that we've enjoyed ever since. So for £199.75, that is a fantastic investment into your future. Actually, it's heavily subsidized by the company. You don't purchase it from the distributor that is showing you this business. You actually get that pack direct from Forever Living, and they supply it to you at 21% below the wholesale price. They actually subsidize it. They want to help you to get started. Now, that pack contains a selection of the most popular products in the range. Not all of the products, because there are over 250 products in the range, but a selection of the most popular ones. All the products that you and your family would like to try. And the idea being is that you can use the products and then develop the confidence in the products so that you then are happy to recommend them to other people and build a business. And this business is all about word of mouth and recommendation. It starts with you using the products, because if you don't use the products, then how can you recommend them to other people and get them to take you serious about your business? So use that as a working box. Just keep it topped up as you go along. And like I said, 21% below the wholesale price, there's actually over £360 worth of goods in that box. So it comes to you at outstanding value. And it's also covered with the money back guarantee, so there's absolutely no risk. You also get a free business pack with the with your new distributor pack, and that business pack contains brochures, DVDs, product manual, everything you need to get started. It's a complete business in a box, or what we like to call a shop in a box, because you can take your shop everywhere you go. It's portable, and you can just keep it topped up. You don't need to hold loads and loads of stock. You just need to have your new distributor pack to build your business. Now I'm going to talk about who sells the products. The This is something that a lot of people don't understand. The fact is that everybody in the network sells the products, and if we were to take the total turnover of Global Resources, which is a massive network of distributors, if we were to take that turnover and divide that turnover by the number of active distributors in Global Resources, it would equal about £600 per month in personal business per distributor. So what we do is we coach and train everybody to do about £600 a month in personal business. Now, some distributors do an awful lot more than that. Some distributors do thousands of pounds per month in personal business. Some do less, but the average is 600. So how do we do £600 a month in personal business? Well, number one, we use the products. That's what we were talking about on the last slide. You get your new distributor pack and you start using the products, you and your family. You need to become your own best customer. Again, if you're going to build a business based on word of mouth and recommendation, then the people that you talk to need to see that you're using the products and you're happy to use the products. So initially what you're going to do is you're going to start off by just replacing the products that you're already using, but you're just using a different brand. And it might be that you start off by trying maybe £50 worth of the products in the first month or so just to get started. But gradually over a period of time, especially as you become more successful, you will use more and more products. In fact, if you use more, you will become more successful. The more products you use, the more you can talk about, the more successful you're going to be. You'll probably never ever sell anything that you don't use. So there's the key. Use as many of the products as you can. Now, what you use is part of your 600 turnover because you're endorsing your business and you're purchasing the products direct from the company at a discount, using them in order to develop your business. Now, number two is to create a customer base. Somewhere between 10 and 20 regular customers. We would aim to help you to develop 20 regular customers, and each of your regular customers, I say regular because once people start using these products, they become enthusiastic about them, they enjoy the quality and the benefits of the products, and you then get regular repeat business, normally every 3 to 4 weeks. Remember in part one of this presentation, we talked about the consumable marketplace where you get regular repeat business. In our case, that's normally every 3 to 4 weeks. Your customers will reorder. Not only will they reorder, they'll be so pleased with the products that they've been using and the fact that you've given them some information and a product brochure saying, look, hey, we've got over 250 products in the range and they're all as good as those. When they reorder, they'll quite often say, well, actually, I want to reorder that, but I also want to try this as well. So gradually what will happen is that the products that they use on a 3 to 4 week basis is going to increase as well. So they might start off trying 20 or 30 pounds worth of products, but that will move to 40, 50, sometimes as high as 70 pounds per month per customer. Now, I can tell you that our customers, on average, spend about £50 a month each. They've got to that point, and we've had the same customers for many years. So we don't really need to go out looking for new customers, although we do get new customers because people just ask us for the products. But if you think about it, 20 customers, on average, spending £50 a month each now. That's £1,000 a month in repeat business without any new customers that you might develop. So that goes towards your 600 personal business. Number three, build a team. That's what it's all about. We're going to talk to you about developing a network, developing your future, and your income is going to be determined by the size of your team, not by how much product you personally sell. It's all about creating turnover in your team. So we're going to help you to do that. Now, each person that you personally sponsor with our support into your team will register and purchase one of those new distributor packs to get started. And the retail value of that pack is part of your £600 turnover for that month. So if we were to help you, let's say during a month, introduce and sponsor 2 brand new people into your business that you personally sponsor with our support, and they each purchase a new distributor pack to get started, then the value of those 2 packs is part of your 600 turnover for that month. On top of that, you're going to have your regular customers. On top of that, you're going to be using the products. Add it all together, £600 a month in personal business in this business is a doddle. You will be doing upwards of £600 a month. 600 is not the target, it's the minimum that you'll do. And then what we do is number 4 is coach and train each and every distributor in your team to do exactly what you're doing. Use the products, create a small customer base, build a team. That's as hard as it gets. So that's what we do in this business. Now there's a statement at the bottom by a very famous billionaire called John Paul Getty. You might have heard of him, and he's very famous for saying, I'd rather get paid 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. 1% of 100 people's efforts is working smart. 100% of my own is working hard. What we're talking about here is time leverage. You're not the issue. It's all about empowering people, helping people to develop a business and getting paid on the total performance of your business. The bigger the network, the bigger the business, the bigger the income. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the 4 different areas of income that are available to you. I'm going to cover them individually so that you fully understand how the package is made up and what it means to you. And in doing so, I'll be able to show you how the business is structured so that we can then talk about your future and how you can develop a successful business. And you're going to understand before you get started how that's going to happen. Now, the first area of income is the smallest area of income. This is the one that we were talking about on the previous slide. This is where you're doing your 600 a month in personal business or more. And let's say that you've got to the point now where you're registered, you've got your pack, you're starting to use the products. We've talked about what you want during the next 2 to 5 years. We've created your business plan, and now you're going to get started. You're going to start using the products, developing your customers, building a team, and you start off on day 1 just where we started back in 1995 as an assistant supervisor. So day 1, you've registered, you've got your pack, you're an assistant supervisor. Congratulations, welcome aboard. You're a valued member of the Global Resources team. And from day 1, you're going to be making 35% profit on everything that you do yourself personally. That's made up with a 30% discount. In fact, as you move up the plan, you can see that everybody gets a 30% discount. So it means that we are a manager. We buy our products with a 30% discount. You're an assistant supervisor. You also buy your products direct from the company with a 30% discount. The only difference is the bonus. As you move up the plan by working and developing the team, your personal bonus on top of your 30% discount goes up. So it starts off on 5%, and then as you develop maybe 3 or 4 members of your team, they will each be doing £600 a month or more in personal business. You move up to the supervisor level, and now you're making a 38% profit on everything that you do. Now, once you get to the supervisor level, you're making 38% on everything you do. You also start to get paid a bonus on your team, which I'll talk about in a moment. But what you want to do now is you want to start to empower the people in your team, give them the support and coach them and help them to become a supervisor like you. So you're pulling them up to your level constantly. That's how ethical this business is. And by helping them to become a supervisor, that's going to push you to the assistant manager level, where you get another pay rise. Now you get a 13% bonus on top of your 30% discount. So now you're making 43%. As an assistant manager, you're going to have some supervisors in your team. So pull those supervisors up to your assistant manager level. That will push you to the manager level. As a manager, you're now going to be making a maximum 48% profit on everything you do yourself. You'll also be getting paid a bonus on your team, which we're going to talk about in a moment. So the first area of income is the smallest area of income, where you make between 35 and 48% profit on everything that you do yourself. Now, Forever Living pay us 68% of the turnover that we create for them. So by going through this explanation, I'm showing you how this 68% is broken down and what it means to you. But to start with, out of that 68%, you earn between 35 and 48% profit on everything that you do yourself personally. So now we move on to the second area of income, and this is called the team building bonus. And the clue is in the title. This is a bonus paid to you for developing the team. You see, the company didn't develop the team, you develop the team, you support the team. You don't do that by yourself, because we're going to do it together, and the company is going to pay you out of that 68% between 5 and 13% bonus on the performance of your team. Now, everybody in your team gets the same opportunity as you. Now, we recommend that you work with 5 key people. Now, to find 5 key people, you might have to introduce or sponsor 8, 10, 12 people. And out of those 8, 10 or 12 people, you will have at least 5 people that are going to be totally committed to becoming a manager like you. So you're going to work with those people. You will also work with the others, but it's done on a proportional commitment basis. So if they want to do you do a little bit, you give them a little bit of support. If they want to do a lot, you give them a lot of support. Now, these 5 people can be anywhere in the country. There's no restriction on area. They will all have different goals. Remember your dream, our plan on the first slide. So it might be that A wants a 6-figure income. It might be that B wants 50k. It might be that C currently has a job earning 30,000 a year, but absolutely hates the job, feels very insecure, wants a new challenge, wants to get out of the job, but that's maybe easier said than done. What we can do with C is help C to develop a 30k part-time income, and then he or she will be in a position, if they want to give up the day job and go full-time in your business. That happens quite a lot. So they will all have different goals. Whatever their goal is, we will talk about it with you, helping them, and put a business plan in place with them to help them to get what they want. So what you're going to do now is you're going to give them the support together with our support to help them to build their business. They will also copy what you're doing. They will also be doing £600 a month or more in personal business. So just with 5 people in your team, your business is already turning over £3,600 a month. But how much are you doing? You're just doing 600. And every month, on average, you do 600. So you're getting paid on the total performance of your team. You're now a supervisor. So what you're going to do now is you're going to work with your 5 people with our support and help them to become a supervisor like you. So that's going to push you up to the assistant manager level and then the manager level. If you've got 5 supervisors in your team, actually you'll be a manager. And a manager has a good manager business has about 30 people in the team. This is a brand new manager with a good manager business, about 30 people. We've got managers with hundreds of people in their team. But this is just the base level starting off. Now, as a manager, you're making 48% profit on everything you do yourself. You've got your 5 supervisors. They're all on 38%. The difference between their 38 and your 48 is 10%. So therefore, you're going to be earning a 10% bonus on the performance of your whole team. Now, if you've got 30 people in your team, they're all doing £600 a month in personal business. That's an £18,000 turnover in your business now every month. and you're still just doing £600 a month yourself, but you're getting paid 10% of that 18,000, which is 1,800. So your team building bonus as a manager is going to be around about the £1,800 a month or more. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to work with your 5 people. Remember, A wants a 6-figure income, B wants 50k, C wants to get out of the job. So we're going to help those guys to become a manager like you, and that's their journey towards achieving their goals. So let's imagine that A becomes your first manager. A now is at the same level as you. The only difference is now you're called a leadership manager because you have one manager in your team. Now, your manager is on 48% the same as you, and because of that, you now stop getting paid a team building bonus on A's business. Instead of the team building bonus, you now start to get paid the beach bonus, as we call it. It's actually a royalty bonus. We call it the beach bonus because you could be lying on the beach, but your manager is still working away, and you get paid a bonus. Royalty means that you create something and then you get paid for not doing any work afterwards. When A is a manager, you don't need to do the basics with A anymore. You still support A, but it becomes management support as opposed to doing the basics. So the third area of income is called a leadership royalty bonus. And this is the pension that we mentioned earlier on. This royalty bonus carries on even when you retire. And there's no limit to the amount of managers that you can create. And we're just about to explain to you what a manager means to you financially. Because your manager has upwards of 30 people in the team. Each of those 30 people are going to be shown how to do £600 a month in personal business or more. So at the base level, your manager is turning over £18,000 per month, and the royalty bonus paid to you on that business is 6%. 6% of 18,000 is 1,080. So if I said to you that each personally sponsored manager is going to be worth upwards of £1,080 per month, how many managers would you like? There is no limit. Would you like 5? Would you like 10? Would you like 40? Over a period of time, you can create as many managers as you like. Okay, now at this point, because you don't need to do the basics with A, we introduce F into the team so that you're still just working with 5 key people. In that bunch of 5, there's always going to be upwards of 30 people. So that means that your team building bonus is going to be £1,800 or more per month. So at this point now, you're making 48% profit on everything you do yourself. You're earning your £1,800 a month team building bonus for supporting B, C, D, E, and F, helping them to become manager. And you're earning 6% royalty bonus on the managers as you start to develop them. Now it gets better. Because what's going to happen is A is while you're helping B and C and D to become a manager, A is also developing managers. Remember, A wants a 6-figure income. This is just an example, but A wants a 6-figure income. In order for A to earn a 6-figure income, A needs to develop 5 managers. When you have 5 personally sponsored managers into your business, you will be on a 6-figure income. Okay. So let's imagine now that A has a first generation manager. A is going to be earning a 6% royalty bonus on that first generation manager, but the company is going to be paying you a 3% royalty bonus on A's manager. Now, when A develops 5 managers in order to earn the 6-figure income, A will earn 6% royalty bonus on 5 managers. The company is going to pay you 3% royalty bonus on 5 managers. And then over a period of time, what will happen is those 5 managers will also develop 5 managers. It doesn't have to be 5, it might be 3, it might be 25. But whatever it is, if it's 5 managers developing 5 managers, then that's 25 managers on your 3rd generation, and you're paid a 2% royalty bonus on each of those 25 managers every month. Now, after 18 years in this business, we have a substantial residual income, and the majority of that residual income comes from our third generation managers. It's a smaller percentage bonus, but it's on a lot more managers. Okay, so the value of bonus, 3% on 5 managers is worth a lot more than 6% on 1, and 2% on 25 managers is worth a lot more than 3% on 5 or 6% on 1. So as you build depth in your business, you're building security and you're building massive income, helping the people in your team, but the rewards are coming to you financially. So we'll come back to the royalty bonus in a moment. Now, the fourth area of income is the incentives provided by Forever Living to everybody in the business. So these incentives are available to you. They're also available to everybody in your team. And what we're going to do is encourage and help the people in your team to qualify for these incentives. That means they're having fun. That means their business is growing. That means they're moving towards their ultimate goal, and they're being recognized. Okay, so there are lots of incentives, but the 3 main ones, the first one is the international travel. There are some long weekend breaks that you can qualify for, but the main one is a 10-day, all expenses paid trip to the World Rally, which is somewhere different in the world every year. This year it happens to be in Hawaii. And when we get to Hawaii, they'll actually tell us where it's going to be next year. It might be South Africa, it could be South America, it could be Australia, it could be anywhere in the world. Wherever it is, it's a fantastic 5-star trip. And it's for 2 people. That's you and your partner, your wife, your husband, a partner, friend. It's for 2 people. So you qualify for you and another person. It includes the flights. It includes a $500 spending money. Now that $500 spending money actually increases the more successful you are in the business. Okay, and it's for 2 people. Now that's where the company launch new products into the range every year. You do have to qualify for that. I won't go into the details now, but if that's what you want, then we'll help you qualify. And once you've been on that trip once, you won't want to miss it. We've been on it every year for the past 18 years. It's a fantastic trip. You make international friends. You see people from all over the world that also qualify to go on the same trip at the same time. So that's where the company launched new products. You have loads of free time, and that's where they also give out the annual profit share checks. You can see some checks at the bottom there. You pick your check up at the World Rally. So again, if you want one, once you've got 1 manager in your team, you're then eligible to qualify for a profit share check as a leadership manager. So that's something that will help you to do. And if you've just got 1 manager in your team, then your profit share check might be $3,000 or $4,000 or euros. Okay, the more managers you create, the bigger your annual profit share check is. You can see John and Jane, the couple on the right there, last year they were given just over $500,000 in profit share. That's an annual bonus on top of their income. Now, the reason they got such a high profit share check is because they've got over 40 frontline, personally sponsored leadership managers. That means that all of their managers have got managers in their teams. And John and Jane get paid a royalty bonus every month down to 3 generations of managers on 40 manager legs. Can you imagine how much their monthly royalty income is? And then on top of that, they get an annual bonus, a profit share bonus of over $500,000. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't mind working hard as long as we get the rewards. And in this business, you get the recognition, you get the rewards, you get the work-life balance, It's a business that you can ultimately walk away from because the leaders and the managers and the leadership managers that you've created in your team get to a point where they don't need you anymore. They're going to carry on working and developing their business even when you're not there, because they all want to be where you are. And that's where you get the security in this business. Work hard in the beginning, develop the managers, and you'll never look back for the rest of your life. The third incentive is the car plan. You know, once you get to the manager position, you can qualify for level 1 of the car plan, which is an extra £263 a month in with your paycheck every month. And by the way, payday is on the 15th of every month, and all the sum total of all the bonuses and incentive monies are paid into your bank cleared funds on that day. You're then sent a statement, or you can access it online. You can choose whether you have it sent or whether you download it. And that statement tells you what every single person in your team, a lot of those people you won't know ultimately, but it tells you what every single person in your team is doing on a monthly basis. Every order that's placed by somebody in your team is on that statement, together with the bonus that you got paid it. Okay, so if we move on. Now, this is the leadership management program. Okay, and the leadership management program is simply that we will help you, first of all, to become a manager. And then if you want to, we will help you to create managers in your team. In fact, whether you like it or not, even if you didn't want to, you know, when you become a manager, there's going to be some people in your team that will want to be a manager, whether you like it or not. I'm sure you're going to like it, because each one's going to be worth upwards of £1,000 a month to you. Okay. Now, what you can see on the screen is what we achieved within our first 15 months in the business. Okay. It took us 4 months to get to the manager position on a part-time basis. And by month 15, we had 5 managers in our business. We also had another 5 people, A, B, C, D, and E, that also wanted to be a manager. And in fact, now they are. And in fact, now they're all leadership managers. You see, this happens over a period of time, but it can happen relatively quickly, you know, considering how long it takes you to get financial freedom in a job. You know, this is relatively quickly. So in this example, as a manager, you're earning 48% profit on everything that you do. You've got the 5 people that you're working with, A, B, C, D, and E, that all want to be a manager, so you're helping them and getting paid the team building bonus, which is going to be about £1,800 a month. You've got your 5 managers in your team. Each of those managers are going to be worth upwards, underline the word upwards, of £1,080 per month. You see, in our example earlier on, we said that you develop your first manager. At that point, that manager's got 30 people in the team. And then by the time you've got your 5th manager, the first manager that you developed has probably got 50, 80, or 100 people in the team. So the royalty bonus on that manager is going to be a lot more than £1,080 per month. We're just talking about the base levels here. Now, you're also going to be on level 3 of the car plan, an extra £525 a month in with your paycheck every month. This will automatically qualify you for the World Rally. And with 5 managers in your team, you're going to pick up a very nice profit share check at the World Rally. Imagine what a trip that's going to be. Now, this is something that we achieved in our first 15 months. Some people have done it in a year. You know, some people will take 3, 4, or 5 years. It's not a race. It's entirely up to you. Your dream, our plan, is that, you know, we will talk about what you want, and then we will provide you with the plan based on the business model that we know is successful, and give you the support to help you to achieve it in that time frame. Okay, so if you said to us, well, look, in 2 years from now on a part-time basis, I want to be a manager with 2 managers in my team, that means you're going to be a senior manager and your income is going to be relevant to that achievement, and we will give you the support to make it happen. Okay. So what now? So what you've seen so far, hopefully, is you've looked at the business overview part 1, which gave you highlighted information about the company, the products, and the marketplace, etc. We've gone through all the areas of income in this presentation, showed you how the business is structured. Everything that we've talked about and that you've seen can be confirmed and will be confirmed. We're just telling you the way it is. We're also telling you that during the next 5 years, we're expecting our global resources business to quadruple in size, and we'd love you to be a part of that growth. In fact, if people like you don't come on board, then we won't achieve that growth. It's all about empowering people and helping people to build a successful business. The more people we can help get what they want means that we'll get what we want, and what we want to do is to quadruple the size of our business over the next 5 years, and that growth is fueled by the recession that's currently happening. As we said in part 1 of this overview, there are millions of people currently looking for opportunities to either add something to what they're doing or to change what they're doing. Anyway, what now? Well, we've got to the point now where you've had enough information, and with the information you've had, you're probably thinking one of 3 things. Number 1, you might be thinking, do you know what? It all looks really interesting, but it's just not for me. Okay, so if that's the case, then we respect the decision that you've made. You haven't lost any money. You've taken a little bit of time to check it out so that you can make a decision based on fact and knowledge. But if it's not for you, we respect that decision, and we hope you find what you're looking for. However, we would like to stay in touch. You know, it would be nice to keep in touch and keep you updated with any developments. And also, why not try the products? You know, just because you took the time and the trouble to check this business out and to communicate with us, we would like to offer you the opportunity to purchase these products direct from Forever Living at a discount. You can become what we call a smart consumer. So it means that you can buy products that you're going to buy anyway somewhere else, but try these quality products and see how good they are, get them at a discount direct from the company. It might be that you're thinking number 2. You know, it is for you, you like what you see, but it's just not a good time at the moment. If that's the case, then it's not a problem. You know, we're flexible, we can keep in contact, supply you with any information that you need, so that when the timing is right, we can pick it up and we can start from there. But likewise, like it was with number 1, at this stage we would recommend that you become a smart consumer. Start trying the products. You know, so during the time that it's going to take between now and when the timing is right, you will have had some experience with the products and you know how good they are, and you're going to be buying those products anyway, so why not buy them from what is potentially going to become your own business at a discount? And if it's number 3, you're thinking, do you know what? The timing is perfect, this is for me, and I want to get started. And if that's the case, we want to help you get started. You know, we'd like to welcome you as a valued member of the Global Resources team. So what you need to do is you need to get yourself registered, and the person that directed you to this presentation will provide you with an online link so that you can get registered online, or they can meet up with you and you can sort it out on a one-to-one basis. But you need to get yourself registered, order your new distributor pack, start using the products, and then what we'll do is we'll provide you with all the training material and planning material that you need to get started. We'll provide that to you absolutely free. Not only that, we will provide you with the complete system that we've developed over the years that will help you to build your business. We will provide that to you absolutely free. We will also show you how you can have access to 4 different websites: your online shop, your your recruiting website, information websites about the products. That's already set up, it's already in waiting for you, and we can get all that sorted out as soon as you get registered. So if that's the case, then obviously we will look forward to meeting you in due course, and that'll be sometime in the near future. So this is the end of this this overview, but hopefully the beginning of your new future building your own business. I'd like to thank you very much for your time. Whatever you decide, we're sure it's going to be the right decision for you, and we'll look forward to meeting you at some time in the future. Bye for now.